All right. What's today? Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, Facebook. Those who watching live and those who watching the replay. Miss Jean Marlo Davis here. I wanted to come on here and share something. I shared it on Instagram, and when I share on Instagram to my Facebook, it go to my fan page. So I wanted to share a little something with you, and I hope you guys are having a great Tuesday. I'm rocking it out in the office, making some things happen, working hard, man, working on them dreams right there behind me. But what's up, Michael? I wanted to come on here really quick because my son and I, one of my sons, Vincent, we was having a conversation today, and we was talking about dreams. We said, "What's up, Campbell? How you doing? How you doing?" We was talking about dreams. We was talking about goals. We was talking about where we want to be in our life. And of course, my son, he's 23, and he was thanking me. He said, "Mom, look, I want to thank you for everything that you've done." As I homeschool my two younger kids, okay, because I got in a financial situation where I could be at home, that I could homeschool my children. And I homeschooled them. And then, of course, they wanted to go finish their last few years in public school. So they auditioned for performing arts school, my son, Vincent and Darnell. What's up, Wendy, Daniel, Miss Campbell? Thank you for joining us. So basically, I was able to homeschool them. And my son was telling me today, he said, "Mom, thank you. Thank you for everything you've done for us. Thank you for, going after your dreams." Because he asked me a question. He said, "Mom, how long has it been since you worked a job?" And I was working out, and I was like, "It's been 16 years, son." He said, 16 years? Dang, Mom. And he was like, "Man, I'm just very grateful." He said, "By the time I hit 30, I would be a millionaire, a multi-millionaire." He said, "And it's because," he said, "I may do it before then, but it's because of what I've learned from you. It's because what you taught us about compound interest, the rule of 72 and investing. You taught us about how to grade a return. You taught about the cash flow quadrant. You taught us what to do with money." He said, "You was doing that as part of our studies in school." I did, because I want them to really understand economics. And so he was just saying, "Mom, it's because of you, and I thank you." And I said to him, he said, "Mom, we've watched you." He said, "We watched you go through some things as a single parent at the time when I was a single parent." He said, "We watched you go through some things." He said, I even you being a single mom, you was not working a job." He said, "I don't even understand that. You were not working a job. You was out here building your business. And we used to see you." And it's funny because my children, when I would do workshops, when I would do seminars, they would be on the front row. They would be at the registration desk. They would be helping out in some form of way. All my clients, business partners, and things of that nature got to know my kids because they were with me, so I didn't make my children an excuse. I made my children a reason. What's up, Michelle? What's up, Cedric? What's up? Let me see. Daniel Jones, Wendy Sellers, welcome. I said Miss Rolando Campbell. Sorry about that. Welcome. So let me finish it up. So I did not, like some people, they make their children the excuse why they can't do something instead of making them the reason why they can. And that's the reason why a lot of people won't even get in the fight. They won't get in the fight for their dreams, for their goals. I just refuse to live an ordinary life. I believe I deserve an extraordinary life. There's nothing average about me. You know what I'm saying? I know that because God made me. He made me a go-getter. He made me a queen. So I'm not going to sit up here and live an average life when my Father created this universe. This universe, there's nothing average about it, right? This universe is plentiful. So I was just talking to my son, and I was like, he was just telling me, "Thank you, Mom. Thank you, thank you, thank you." Thank you, Cedric. I really appreciate that, brother. Listen, I had to do what I had to do for my children. I wasn't looking for Captain Save, or you know what, to come in and swoop in and save nothing, baby. When I met my husband today, sister was already doing good. Sister already had her condo. Sister had a car. Sister had a business. Sister was grinding out. He wasn't trying to come in and save me. Shit, Jesus saves. Okay, let me get back to my point. So he was saying to me, "Mom, I'm just grateful." And he was like, "Mom, why some people just won't go out there and make it happen. And I was like, son, that's a whole nother class. But I said, well, I think about a boxer. I liken it to a boxer. He got to train. There's grueling hours of training. He got to get in and learn technique. He got to learn footwork. He got to learn hand and eye coordination. Oh, you didn't think I know about? Please, I used to watch boxing all the time, especially the days of Mike Tyson. Come on with it. Yeah, I watch boxing. I said, he got to learn hand-eye coordination. You know, I said, this is what this brother has to learn or sister has to learn. And I said, so that's one thing in itself. What's up, Keith? That's one thing in itself. Then on top of that, now you got to get in the ring. The ring is life, right? The ring is life. Now you got to get in and all that technique that you learn, baby. Now you got to put it to work. Now you got to put it to work. So now you can't be afraid to get hit. You can't be afraid to get a scratch or get a bloody nose, which is getting hit. You can't be afraid to get knocked out. You can't be afraid to be embarrassed. You can't be afraid to lose. People will witness you losing. And some people laugh at you. I mean, that's okay. That's okay. But baby, let me tell you something. In this game called life, if you hook up with the right man, I'm talking about, for me, it's God. I don't know what it's for you, but for me, it's God, okay? When you hook up with him and you lean not to your own understanding, but in all your ways you acknowledge him, baby, he will direct your path, and you ain't got to worry about what they saying and what they saying. And yeah, they might see you fail. Yeah, they might see you struggle. Yeah, they might even remember when you could even buy a pack of bubble gum because you had to feed them kids. But baby, as long as you get out there and you keep maneuvering, you keep getting knocked out, but you get back up, you keep believing, you keep your faith strong, you learn new techniques, you put it to work. I was telling my son, one day, baby, one day they gonna see you in the wing, baby. You gonna bob and weave with that thing, man. You gonna bob and weave with it. You know, throw a punch, oh man, what you thought there? Boom, come with that uppercut, that right hit right there on the cheek, man. That's how I look at it. I was telling my son, when you talk to boys, women, you welcome beats. Look, sisters, when you talk to boys, because I raised 3 boys, 1 beautiful daughter, you got to reckon some kind of sport. They can relate real good when you use some kind of sport. I can do the same thing with basketball, football. I can do it all. And so I was telling my son that. He's like, wow, Mom, you're right. You're right. You can't be afraid to take a hit. I said, and that's what I would just say about myself. I wasn't afraid to get knocked the hell out and be on the floor and people looking like, dang, and I'm sitting up there dazed, like, what just happened? I wasn't afraid. But it wasn't about, for me, it wasn't about people. What it was about was, I'm greater than I think I am. I'm not ashamed to say that I'm 47 years old, and I think I look damn good. Thank you, God. Thank you. Ain't nothing wrong with tooting your horn. Toot, toot, toot. I told y'all I'm silly, but listen, but I'm for real though. I think I look dang good, man, for 47. Listen, and who said 47 is what it's supposed to look like? But for me, I feel great. I'm getting better. I'm working on myself. I'm shaping myself, getting at the physical where I want it to equate to what's going on inside of me. And I told my son, I said, babe, listen, I don't want to leave this plane of existence not achieving the goals that I know God put in my heart. He put greatness inside of me, and he blessed me with 4 wonderful souls that he saw fit to come through me. And I thank God for that, because our children, they don't belong to us. They belong to God. So I thank God for allowing me to give birth to them. What's up, princess? And so I was telling my son, I said, as long as you're not afraid to go fight, son, as long as you're not afraid to get hit, as long as you're not afraid to get knocked down, as long as you're not afraid to be embarrassed or be wrong even. You get back up, you learn something new, you go apply it, baby, eventually you're going to have the success. I have people right now that remember when I was struggling like hell. And my husband said something yesterday, and we was cleaning up the kitchen, and he said, baby, I just realized that we could go buy what we want to buy. And I just looked at him. I said, you just now realized that, honey? He said, yes. I said, and I sat back and I thought about it. Because I remember there was a time, I told my son, and I'll never forget this. There was times when I was raising my 4 kids, man, by myself, struggling, working in corporate America. And I remember I only had enough food because I didn't want to, and I'm not, listen, when I say this is my story, so don't come trolling when I say this. It's just what I didn't want to do. Now, I had to a couple of times, but I didn't want to stay that way. So I didn't want to go get food stamps, and I didn't want to get welfare. I didn't want to stay on nothing like that because I felt like if I did that, it's going to program me. It's going to make me comfortable. It's going to make me rely on the government. And I didn't want to rely on the government. And I wanted to be able to tell my children that they can have, they can they can do anything. So, I went out there and I failed and I failed and I failed. I remember there was times that I just had enough money to, a budget to feed my children and to make sure, because I had strapping young men growing up, 3 boys, 1 girl, and to make sure that they would eat. Sometimes I would come home, I wouldn't eat, but I would eat when I got to work. And because I had a relationship with the owner at the restaurant at the job, he would let me get stuff on credit and then I would pay it off until eventually I started getting into the home-based business arena before I started my business. And guys, I remember struggling like hell. It ain't been no crystal stair for me. It has not. I can go on and on and on about what I've been through. Most people didn't even know that when I was 28, I was abandoned with 4 kids, left over somebody's house. My husband at that time abandoned me, the husband that I was with at that time. And I had to figure out what I'm going to do, how I'm going to take care of my kids, how I'm going to put food on the table, this, that, and the other. That's why I'm an advocate to women. I don't care how much money your husband is making. You better make sure your tail go out here and create something where you can, make some money. I'm telling you, because I'm not saying my husband would do that, but like I told my husband, Mr. Bruce Davis, I said, listen, I don't believe you would put me in such a bad situation or anything like that. But I just want to make sure you know that you got a woman that's running with the Nike shoes on, that I'm going out here getting it right along with you, because I have a big vision of where it is that I want us to be. So I just want to make sure that we're ready. Like the Bible said, be ye ready for what? Anything. Go ahead, Coco. So I just want to make sure that that's what I do. And so I was just sharing this stuff with my son. And I say, your mom just had to go out here and bust her butt and make it happen and believe in herself and get in the fight. And I'm still out here fighting for my dreams and for my goals. And, I'm still learning new skills. I'm still learning, how to advance my business, and I'm still growing. But I feel great. I feel like I'm getting stronger. I feel like, what I'm working with in my businesses is growing. I just thank God for it. And I thank God for just blessing me with skill, with talents. And, that's how I can create anything and make money from it. It's from the hell that I've been through in the past. I didn't have no comfortable life. I wasn't able to be comfortable. So I had to go out here and grind and make it happen. And most people don't even believe that I used to be an introvert. I was very scared to even voice my opinion. Most people don't believe that. And I was talking to one of my girlfriends. She was like, I don't believe that at all. But baby, you be abandoned. You be abandoned at 28 with 4 kids. Let's see if you find your voice. You'll find it real quick. And so that's what I had to do. I had to believe in myself. I had to learn some new skills. What's up, Star? What's up, Vashawn? I had to make sure that I go out there and I fail and I fail and I fail and I fail. But I wanted to make sure that my children, I said, every time I did something, I always tell my kids, they're grown-ups now. My baby is 22. I always tell my children, I did it for you. I did it for you because I didn't want you to make excuses. I don't want you to make excuses. I want you to make it happen. So I did it because I want you to be able to say, if my mom did it, and she had 4 kids and she predominantly raised them by herself, then what's my excuse? I wanted them to be able to say, if my mom did this, then I can do it. If my mom was able to stay off a job, then I can do it. If my mom was able to make $1 million in a few years, I could do it. If my mom now is running towards $1 million a month, I could do it. If my mom, I just want them to be better than me. But I just didn't want my kids to make excuses. And I didn't want them to be afraid to get hit. I didn't want them to be afraid to be talked about. I didn't want them to be afraid to be put down. Because when you're out front, you got a target on your back, baby. People now they see you. They can talk about you, put you down, but that's not the focus. For me, the hierarchy in our house is God, family, and business. God, family, and business. I'm always, what's up, Kevin? I'm always thinking about, is God pleased with me? Is he proud of me? Am I taking the skills, the talents, and the abilities that he's given me and putting it to work? Am I a light in the darkness for someone? Am I an encourager? Am I helping people by telling the stories of lives transformed? That's what we say with TWC. Our goal is to tell the stories of lives transformed and to help people win in the skin they're in. How can you tell somebody you know how it feels to be hungry when you've never been hungry before? How can you say, yeah, I know how it feels to be homeless when you've never been homeless before? How can you tell somebody I know what it feels like to struggle in business when you never struggled before? I believe every wealthy person needs to be poor. Because when you have been poor and struggling, you learn humility. You learn what goes up, baby, can come right back down. And you learn that just because you're successful, you don't go and beat up people and persecute people and talk down about people and hold your nose up at people and act as though you're untouchable and nobody can touch you and how dare you come speak to me and foolishness like that. If money make you like that, damn it, you can keep it. I don't want that type of money. I don't want it. But I'm so very grateful and thankful that now you just don't even understand how it feels when your children come to you as young adults and they say, thank you. They're giving you flowers while you live, that you can enjoy the flowers. Because when you're dead and gone, you can't. But when they come and say, thank you, Mom, for your struggles. Thank you for your pain. Thank you for, going after your dreams and goals. Thank you for constantly going after your dreams and goals. Thank you for believing, and I just tell them, I did it all for you. Everything I do, I did it all for them. And now, I'm enjoying the fruits of my labor. Have I not stopped? Absolutely not. I have not stopped. We're doing some big things. We're challenging ourselves. We're working with powerful and influential people. I will always, by God's grace and mercy, be a student because I don't think that I've arrived. I just believe that I got in the ring and I went into the fight. And from my years of getting beat down and knocked out and embarrassed and not where I want to be, I just think I got a little Mike Tyson in me right now. I got a little Ali, going down in 3. and I just feel great. And I want you to feel great. And I want you to go after your dreams. I want you to go after your goals. And don't be afraid to get hit. Just because you're down now, don't understand that down is nothing more than preparation for up. I always say that. When I used to be, what's up, all be Phil? Well, how you doing? I used to always say that down is nothing but preparation for up. That's why I would tell my children. I never told my children I was broke. I would say the bank account is reloading. They knew what that meant. When they was like, Mom, can I have this, this, and this? I said, well, baby, listen, the bank account is reloading. As soon as it load back up, baby, we're going to go ahead and do this and that, and I just thank God for that. And I just want to be the light in the tunnel that tell you, hey, listen, whatever you want, whatever your dreams are, whatever your goals are, wherever you are in your life, wherever you are on this planet, listen, I just want to tell you this. It ain't always easy. Stop worrying about what people say about you. They're going to talk about you to the day you're gone. And even after you're gone, they probably still talk about you. Don't worry about that. What you want to do is you want to learn something new. You want to learn a new skill. Okay? Learn a new skill. Always stay relevant. Always stay current. Always be quick thinking, fast moving, right down to modern day time. That's what you must absolutely do. So learn a new skill. Make sure you're relevant now. Don't be doing no outdated crap, because nobody's out there doing that. And then you can lose customers that way. I've just found out that Sears is what going out of business, filed bankruptcy after 125 years of being in business, even though they acquired Kmart. And you've seen what happened to Kmart, and they thought that by them two conglomerates coming together, they would be able to, save their business. And now Sears now filed bankruptcy. Why is that? Because you have to be relevant. They said they fail to appeal to the younger crowd. Sears it was the softer side of Sears, but then they're competing against what? They was competing against Walmart. They was competing against what's that? Target. We call it Target, which is cheap chic. And so they was competing against those. Then of course they start competing against Home Depot and what's the other one? Lowe's. So, people start going there. So you got to always remember that in business, you got to be relevant, you got to be current, and you got to understand what crowd, what is your demographics that you're going after, and make sure you always stay in training so you can always go to the next level. Let me say some more highs to everybody before I get off here. So Samuel, welcome. Lawrence, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Those who are watching live, and if you're watching this on the replay, make sure you hashtag replay so I can know that you watched it on the replay. This is live right now as we're speaking right now. But those were their competition, or their competitors, if you will. You have to make sure that you can't, it's just like, again, I compare it to boxing. Yeah, you don't learn some skills, but you can't sit up there and now go get on the sofa and eat a bunch of chips and some donuts and soda and get slow with this thing. Then when you get in the ring, you're going to get knocked the heck out. You can't do that. You got to make sure that you constantly conditioning yourself and training yourself to meet and overcome all obstacles, and make sure that you get the training that you need to take your business to the next level. It's always new things to learn. So never get to a point of you have arrived. Get to a point where you are grateful and thankful, and you want to learn more, and you can always learn it, do it, and teach it. Give back to the community, give back to people. Of course, you're going to put a quantitative value to your courses and your workshops and your seminars. Thank you for the love, guys. But always remember that what Socrates said, the more I learn, the more I realize I don't know nothing. I know nothing. It's so much vast knowledge out there. So I'm just saying, wherever you are today, thank you, Lawrence. Whatever you're going through, thank God you're going through. Go through it quickly. Come on out of there quickly. Formulate a new plan. If you need help, you need a coach, you need a mentor, I would advise you to get one right away. Whether you look for our help or somebody else's help, get help. Make sure you get a game plan. Make sure you know what your goals are. Make sure you get something that you can scale up. And if you don't know what that means, that simply means take it to another level. But first, you got to have some results from that. So whatever you're struggling with, maybe you feel like, you know what, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Maybe you feel like, my business won't get off the ground. Maybe you feel like, you don't have enough leads, qualified leads for your business. Maybe you're saying, how can I get and attract high paying clients? How can I do that? How can I brand myself? How can I turn my laptop into a cash cow for me? How can I automate my business? Maybe you ask those questions. What's up, Willie? And you don't know what to do. Well, listen, like I said, I don't say it to brag and boast, but I say it to praise God and give God the glory and praise for everything that he do for me. Good afternoon to you, blessed royal woman of God. Thank you, Willie. Good afternoon to you, sir. Kind sir. Listen, it's already on V103 right now. It's been, the ads already been going on. The workshop is pretty much sold. I think we only have maybe 1 or 2 VIP tickets left. What I'm doing, my husband and I, is we're having a boot camp. What's up, Christina? And don't pick at me, guys, because I'm squinting. I don't have my glasses on. Please forgive me. But we're having a boot camp. It's going to be right here in Atlanta, Georgia, in a beautiful mansion, private mansion. And we're going to be educating people and showing people what we did to earn 6 figures in 4.5 months. How I got my head knocked out, how I got in Facebook jail, how I was struggling to, make ends meet with this project that I'm working on, struggling to make $1 from it. All the hell that I went through, all the pain that I went through. I'm going to show you what we did to make 6 figures in 4.5 months. And did I struggle? Yes, I did. Did I get, it's funny because you don't know about Facebook algorithms, their rules and regulations, got accounts shut down, got my hands spanked with Google AdWords. Because I had to learn different things that you could say and different things you can't say. And it wasn't like I was being mean or anything, but I had to learn how to water some of the stuff down and really just talk about me and the product versus talking about somebody else or, what somebody might be going. Because you can't say on Facebook, are you struggling? Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? They shut your stuff down from that. And so I had to learn that. And so I had to learn a lot. But we're going to have this boot camp. It's going to be in a beautiful mansion. It's going to be November the 10th and the 11th, right here in Atlanta, Georgia. VIPs will check in Friday night, November the 9th. We're going to have a VIP reception for all the VIPs. Now, what you need to know that the boot camp does come with breakfast and lunch for all attendees. VIPs get breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We're going to be opening up our workbook, our playbook of what we did. We're going to show you how to automate your business, how to turn your business to a cash cow, how to attract high-paying clients, how to build up a lead generational list from zero, how to grow your business, how to brand yourself. We're going to go over a lot of information, the 444 plus one more, that marketing system. We're going to go over a lot of information, guys, because I realize a lot of people are struggling out there. And I thank God for the mentors and the coaches that he blessed me with. So I just feel that, I need to share this information. Yes, there is a price for this beautiful boot camp because we made it very beautiful. We got the mansion for you. We got a beautiful personal chef that's going to come in with her team and cook delicious food. Bruce and I tasted food the other day and I was just like, oh my God, how much is it to hire you for 3 or 4 days a week? Because I'm like, your food is awesome. I'm going to put on a payroll. But, that we're going to have a personal chef there. We're going to go over the trainings. It's going to be a fabulous event. And if you want to attend this boot camp before the tickets are sold out by next week, I would definitely say like this video, share this video, and in the comments below, say, I want to attend the boot camp. And I'm going to send you the link. I'm going to send you the link so you can get registered. Just remember, like the video, share the video, and type, I want to attend this boot camp. And I'm going to give you the information. Some people have been inboxing me like, is that your conference I'm hearing on V103? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And so, guys, I'm just very grateful and thankful. Thank you. Renrick jumping on. Thank you so much, guys. Listen, I love you guys so, so much. I'm so very grateful and thankful for everybody. I'm grateful for your support. And listen, let's go out here and make somebody's day. Sometimes a smile can bless somebody's all day long. A smile can just change the way somebody feels. A smile is contagious, I was told. So let that smile make your day. I hope it do. And I hope to see you at the boot camp. And listen, if you're struggling, that's the best time, because even after the boot camp, people are going to be getting information, stuff like that, and hanging out with us at the mansion and just having a great time. And I'm just so, so excited that we can do this. So like the video, share the video, type more info below. I want to attend the boot camp, and we're going to make sure we give you the information. With that being said, my name is Jean Marlo Davis. I am your wealth creator. And guess what? You're a wealth creator too. I look forward to seeing you soon. God bless you. Like the video, share the video. You want more information on boot camp? Type, I want to attend the boot camp. And if you're watching the replay, hashtag replay so I can know. God bless you. Take care. I'll see you soon.